guys, welcome back to Happy High Tarot. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can find the email ID down below, or you can DM me on my Instagram where I also post fun pick a card readings. Alright, so today's topic for the pick a card reading is, what is your next relationship going to be like? So you have three options to choose from. Pile number 1 is this pink lip gloss, pile number 2 is this pink clip with the flowers, and pile number 3 is this pink tassel. So pause the video if you would like, make your selection, and stick around because we will be answering a bunch of questions such as who will the person be, where you're going to meet them, what will be their first impression of you, etc, etc, etc. Basically super detailed. So I hope you have fun. If you do, please subscribe. It'll really help my channel grow. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below for further suggestions of readings, and I will see you at the other side. Hello everyone who chose the first group, that is this pink lip gloss. Let us see, what is your next relationship going to be like? So we're going to start with, where will you be meeting this person? So for that we have the Three of Cups. So what the Three of Cups tells me about where will you be meeting this person, I think for the most of you, it is going to be at some event, some social event. Can be a party, can be a wedding, or just something of that sort. Because as you can see from this card, people have gathered together, they're celebrating. So it is definitely a celebration of some sort. Which is why I'm thinking it's, for the most of you, it's going to be some event, some party where you will be meeting this person of yours. So now let's see what will be your first impression of this person. So we have the World card. Alright, so what will your first impression be of this person? I think when you look at them for the first time, they will already be exuding these vibes of being a know-it-all. This is the kind of person who has traveled a lot. They are aware of a lot of things. They know a lot. They seem very knowledgeable. At least that is what you will be picking up on when you see them at this event, at this party. So, and they will also be very attractive. So maybe this is some person about whom there will already be some buzz going on at the party about, you know, like such and such person is also attending. Oh my god, just check him out, check him out, check her out. Things like that. So, but yeah, definitely your attention will be drawn towards this person at that event. And as soon as you look at them, you'll be like, okay, so wow, this person sure seems like they know their shit. You know how it is with some people. You look at them and you can already tell. Some people, yeah, okay, I probably shouldn't say that, but so then I won't. But yeah, so that happens a lot. Also, this person might not be from the same country as you. They may look different, and not just because they will be from the opposite sex, for whomever it applies, but you will definitely be drawn to them. So let's see, what will their first impression be of you? The Nine of Cups. So I think when your eyes lock, when you both see each other for the first time, you've already perceived them to be someone who's really smart, been places, knows their shit. And they will look at you and be like, oh my god, where has this person been? Because she is, or he is, literally everything that I have ever dreamt of. I mean, they'll be spellbound. I'm strongly picking up on that. I think as soon as your eyes lock, or they see you, catch a glimpse of you, something of that sort, they will definitely be spellbound. And it'll be more of a shock for them. probably because they never imagined that everything that they wished would be in a person is actually now standing in front of them in physical form. So they'll be floored, and that's amazing. So let's see, after you get to know them, what will you think of them? So for that, we have the Eight of Cups. So what will you get to know about them once you get into a relationship with them, spend some time with them? What aspect of their personality is going to come out in front of you? So we have the Eight of Cups for that. Now, what I am intuitively picking up from this card is that you will immediately find out. I mean, of course, not immediately, like I said, after spending some time, sorry. But you will see that this person has no tolerance for bullshit. They don't. They're the kind of person who do not like drama. So wherever there is drama, they're like, sorry, what was that? I'm a head up. Yeah. I started with I'm. Ugh. Anyway. So yeah, that's the kind of person they are. They have zero tolerance for stupid melodrama. They cut the bullshit. And if a situation is getting too dramatic, too fast, uselessly, they leave it. This is the kind of person who just does not understand the point of staying in such a situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love situation. It can be any situation which is basically pointless. So yeah, pointless conversations, stupid things which make no sense, but people are just creating a lot of fuss about it, making mountains out of molehills, dragging on arguments, things like that. This is not the kind of person. This is not the kind of person who drags things on for any longer than they should. They know the expiry date of things, and as soon as that approaches, they leave. And I think it's good. It's good. I don't know if you're a dramatic person or not, but in case you are a drama queen, then I think it is good that the person you're going to be with is not like you. So then there will be a good balance. Every time you're getting too dramatic, they will bring you back. So that'll be fun. But I think this is an admirable quality, that they don't like to invest their time into meaningless things, pointless things. So that's good. Alright, let's see. What will they get to know more about you once they start spending time with you? So for that, we have the Four of Cups. So what the Four of Cups tells me about you from their perspective is that you're the kind of person who is very focused, and they really admire that about you. Nothing can divert your attention. Your attention span is really strong. It's very commendable. They might also notice that it's not very easy to make up with you if they have pissed you. Yeah, I'm getting that as well. So, like if you guys get into a fight and after that they might try to set things straight with you, try to impress you, but they'll realize that it's really not working. You'll need your time to come out of it, to snap out of that zone. So yeah, you're not the kind of person who is easily impressed. You're not. It takes a lot to impress you. It takes a lot to impress you. It takes a lot to divert your attention, because you're a very determined person. But yeah, I'm just intuitively picking up on this. See how someone's bringing them a cup and this person's like, nope, fuck it. They're not even looking at it. So yeah, this just might be your situation. Every time you guys fight, uh, they might come to you like, babe, I'm sorry, and you're like, are you though? Or you might just be like, they might say, babe, I'm sorry, and you're like, yeah, I heard you, but whatever, I need my time, so just, can you? Yeah, so pretty stubborn. I mean, in a good way as well when it comes to your like work and other things, but so yeah, you're definitely you're the one who's the drama queen and they're not. So see, you can see that you're dramatic, they're not, which is cool. All right, let's see. What else was there? Right, what do they like the most about you? All right, what do they like the most about you? So for that we have Temperance. All right, so what does this person like the most about you? This person likes how good you are at maintaining your work-life balance. You might be a professional, you go out to work, but you also spend time at home with your family, with your friends, with your kids, and they really admire that. In fact, that is what they love the most about you. You're not the kind of person who focuses only on one thing and then completely ignores other equally important things as well. You're not such a person. You might also be a very good mediator. You know, every time there is some commotion, some ruckus, someone's fighting around you, you might be the person who comes and kind of dilutes the situation. So you're the peacemaker. And they really admire that about you. So yeah, the fact that you're so good at balancing your life and being an instrument of harmony in other people's lives, they really like that. So let's see, what do you like the most about them? And for that, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So what you like the most about them is that they're a family man or a woman, and you really appreciate it because and also from this Ten of Pentacles, I'm picking up that this person is quite well off financially, but they're not all about just that. There's a lot more to them other than whatever they've achieved materially, you know? They're a family man. They like spending time with their family, with you. You guys might move in together, adopt dogs. And you also like how they spoil you. And I think that's fantastic. I mean, they might be rich, but they're not. They're also very humble. Yeah. And that is what you love the most about them. That even though they've achieved so much in their life and they're so well-to-do, they haven't lost touch of their essence, of who they are. And you really like that about them. And it is an admirable quality. I mean, to remain grounded even after having achieved a lot, that's not a feat that a lot of people are able to conquer, you know. So for this person to have conquered that, I think it's fantastic. So let's see, what do their friends and family think about you? So if they have introduced you to their family, or at least their inner circle of friends, what do those people think about you? So for that, we have the Ace of Swords. So what I'm picking up on is that their friends and family really admire how clear-headed you are. Like, you're not a confused person. You're the kind of person who knows what they want, go after it. You're also the kind of person who does not really play around with words, does not beat around the bush. You communicate very clearly, you speak your mind, you wear your heart on your sleeves. What's going on in your head, your heart is what's coming out of your mouth. And although, people often tend to make fun of motor mouths, people who speak a lot, but I personally like people who are motor mouths, because what it tells me about them is that those people are very naive and very, very innocent. They're not cunning enough to really measure their words before they let them out. And not a lot of people today in the world have that kind of innocence still. So if you do, then I think that is fantastic, and I can see that their friends and family can see that about you and they really appreciate it. So that's really good. Now let's see, what do your friends and family have to think about them? So for that, we have the Death card. All right, so what this tells me is that your friends and family really appreciate how this person has brought about a new side of you, which perhaps previously wasn't very polished. This person might also really encourage you to let shit go and start afresh. I think this person will be providing you with a lot of encouragement. They're the kind of person, this is your personal motivator, this is your cheerleader, this is the person who always asks you to remember the saying that it is the darkest before the dawn. And your friends and family, can you see the sun that's over here at the back? So that is why I'm saying that this person, they're like your they're like your cheerleader, every time you're downtrodden, they're the one who pick you up, and they help you to understand that this is not the end of the world. And it's always darkest before the dawn. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? And that really revitalizes you. It really pumps you back up. And just the fact that you finally have someone like this in your life is what your friends and family really appreciate. They're very thankful to this person for always helping you get back up on your feet, or for always helping you to see the bigger picture, or for always helping you to be optimistic. Fantastic. All right, now let's see. What would you want them to work on? So probably some aspect of their personality which you wish they could change or tweak just a little bit. What would that be? So for that, we have the Ace of Cups. Now this might be confusing to some of you, like what's wrong with being a loving person? I'll tell you exactly what. So if the Ace of Cups is what you wish this person would change or tweak about themselves just a little bit, what I'm picking up on is that this person sometimes becomes so selfless that they are not able to see how other people are using them. Because this person is so optimistic and so full of love and also full of riches, I think and the fact that they often have blind trust and faith in people. There are many people who misuse this person's kind nature. I mean, this is the cup that goes on giving. There's no end to it, really. And I think of the both of you, you're the one who's more shrewd, and that's good. Especially in today's world, you need to be slightly more understanding of the kind of people that are there around you. Not everyone can be as nice as you. So you can see this. You can understand how other people are taking undue advantage of your man or woman, and it just really bothers you because you wish that they would open their eyes and see how people are perhaps lying to them. And then I'll give you an example. So maybe some friend of theirs or some person known to them might come to them and say, hey, I need such and such amount of money for such and such charity, and this person, being the kind of person that they are, would just simply tear a check, give it away to them, and you're just standing there like, I can smell something's fishy. Please go with my gut and don't do this. But they still do that. So what you would want them to work on is to, of course, you wouldn't want them to stop being a generous person, to stop being an optimistic person, but definitely be more clear in their judgment of other people. Yeah, that's the term. Judgment. They need to be a better judge of people, which I feel like they're not, because they're just so pure, and you will help them see through people better. Yeah. Okay, let's see what would they want you to work on. Look at this. Judgment. It's so funny because you're asking them to judge people better, and they're like, oh, why do you judge people so much? So I mean, I can honestly see this couple having such funny little banters. It's adorable. So yeah, I mean, I think you might inherently be very either you're the kind of person who's very suspicious of people, or you're the kind of person who is very, very quick to make judgments about people, and like not the kind of judgments that can change, but like rock solid judgments which stay. And this is what your person would like you to work on, to maybe not be so quick to form opinions. Actually, yeah, I think this person would like you to take your time to form an opinion about something or someone, and you would want your person to open their eyes before forming an opinion of someone. Because your person just seems to be the kind of person who has a good opinion about everything and everyone. And you're like, honey, that can't be. I mean, we're living in 2020, not everyone's nice. So yeah, I think that's it. That is the thing. And the last card that I pulled out was to see what will the overall relationship be like for the both of you. And for that we have the Star card. That was so British. I'm not even British. Anyway, so the Star card. Is there anything more that I need to say? I mean, obviously yes, if you're first timer. So the Star card is all about wishes being granted. So what this tells me is that this person that will be entering your life, as well as the dynamics of this relationship, they will be everything that you ever dreamt of. And it is so amazing because the overall energy of your relationship is the Star card, which is all about wishes, and what this person feels about you is the Nine of Cups, which is all about wish fulfillment. So basically, what this tells me is that the both of you will have finally found your match once you both unite. They get what they want or always wanted, and this relationship will turn out to be exactly like how you would have always wanted your ideal relationship to be. And that is amazing, group number one. I cannot wait for you to meet this person. If you already know someone who sounds like this, do let me know. I will ship for you guys so hard. If you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel. It will really help me grow. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can find the details in the description box. And do let me know down in the comments below if this reading resonated and any further suggestions that you might have for future readings. Until I see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number two, everyone who chose this pink flower. Let's see what your next relationship is going to be like. So we're going to start with where will you meet? And for that, we have the Two of Swords. So before you guys freak out, I'll tell you what I'm picking up on from this. So what the Two of Cards tells me is that this person will enter your life at a time where you're at a crossroads. And since this is a love reading, I think that it has got something to do with your trust dwindling from this very concept of love. I think you're the kind of person who is in two minds right now about whether you should be getting into a relationship or not. You might be the kind of person who thinks relationships are stupid, they're shit, people are stupid, everything sucks. You're in that kind of energy right now. Yeah, you're in that energy, definitely. Right now, you're thinking that love is nothing but a bunch of shit. A bunch of shit? What the fuck? Anyway, but yeah, that is where you are in your life right now. At a crossroads. Now, I mean, obviously, if you've clicked on this reading, so you don't entirely think that, do you? So, or you might reach that state in the future because this is your future relationship. So this person is in your life right now. So yeah, when you are at that crossroads, or if you already have arrived at that crossroads, that is when this person will be entering your life. I mean, I picked up the when I wasn't intending on. I wanted to ask for the where. So as far as the where is concerned, this card has sand and water. So it might be at a beach, might be someone's beach house. You get invited there and this person also happens to be there. You might just be at the beach with your girlfriends and that is where you meet this person. But there's water over here, so it's definitely and there's sand. So yeah, I'm picking up on a beach, a vacation house. What was that movie? What was that movie where those two guys were fucking around with that guy's dead body? Oh my god, look at how I made that sound. Bernie... Ugh, why can't I remember its name? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So the house and the setting, something like that, some place like that is where you might meet this person. Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so let's see. What will your first impression be of this person? So your first impression of this person is the Six of Pentacles. So what the Six of Pentacles tells me about what your first impression will be about this person is that you will absolutely love how generous this person is. I mean, they will come off as extremely kind towards other people in their behavior, even animals for that matter. This person is very kind towards people, towards animals, always ready to lend a helping hand. And they might be a social worker. Yeah, they might be a social worker. For some of you, not for all of you. You don't necessarily have to be a social worker to help people out. And this person also maintains a lot of balance in their life. Like when you get to meet them, like once you start talking with this person, they're the kind of person who will be putting in an equal amount of effort. You wouldn't have to do all the work, and that is fantastic. But as far as first impressions are concerned, your first impression of them will be very good, and you will instantly pick up on their kindness and the fact that they're so warm-hearted, and you will like that a lot about them. I mean, obviously, who wouldn't like such a nice person, right? So let's see what will their first impression be of you. And for that, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Alright, so their first impression of you is that you're a very hard-working person. They might even think that you don't have time for love, which even you're half sure of. I'm saying half because you're not entirely on that side of the spectrum. So yeah, this person might think that, will they even get a chance with you? Will they even get a chance to shoot their shot? Because you just seem to be not interested. Yeah, you will come off as not really interested in a relationship. You'll be the business bitch, like Kelly Kapoor from The Office, my favorite show. Anyway, I mean, you won't exactly be giving off vibes like Kelly Kapoor, played by Mindy Kaling, by the way, but they will definitely realize that you're a very determined, hardworking, career woman or man. Yep. So that'll be your first impression of them. Sorry, their first impression of you. My mistake. Alright, let's see. Once you both do get into a relationship and start spending time with each other, how will the perceptions change? So what are you going to think of them after you get to know them? So after you get to know them a little better, we have the Empress. So, I mean, it'll just confirm your hunches about them, what you already picked up from meeting them for the first time. It'll just prove to be true, because your first impression was that they're a very kind person, always ready to help other people, very helpful, very caring. And when you start dating them, you'll see that that is in fact very much true. They really are like that. The Empress she's very loving, she's very caring, she's very nurturing, and she genuinely enjoys doing all of those things. And that is the kind of person whom, this is how they'll turn out to be once you start spending more time with them. You will see how, you guys might go out together, grocery shopping, and you might not even take notice of your surroundings that much, but you'll turn around and you're like, honey, and they're gone, and you're like, what? Where is he? And you see that, he's actually helping some old woman cross the street, or helping someone with their bags, and you're like, oh, this is so sweet. How'd I get so lucky? Yeah, they're just a very nice, loving, caring person. And this is not just with other people, also with you. They will also be very protective and very, very caring towards you. They'll treat you like a queen. No, honey, you don't cook, I'll cook. You just sit, relax. Oh, no, I'll do it. Things like that. But like also equal participation. You wouldn't have to do all the work. This is not the kind of person who will take you for granted. They won't. They'll worship you. Yeah. Okay. So now let us see what will they think about you after they get to know you better. So for that we have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, in fact, this also sits perfectly well with what their first impression was of you. Their first impression was that you're a very hardworking person, very focused on their career, their craft, and once they get into a relationship with you, start spending time with you. This is really irritating me. Okay, so it'll just confirm their views, because you really are like that. You're very passionate about life, your work, the people in it, and they can see that now once they are with you and they start spending time with you. And they really appreciate it. I mean, you don't always come across people who actually don't just dream but also work towards fulfilling their dreams, and you're just that kind of a person who not just dreams but also works very hard towards achieving those dreams, and they really would grow to admire that about you. And I mean, since everyone keeps talking about the Ace of Wands in a sexual way, so if I had to, I would say that you're probably more horny than them. Yeah. They might be more vanilla and you might be more rough. Yep. Both are good. So, suit yourself. Anyway, so let's see. So now let's see, what do they like the most about you? So with that we have the Moon. So what they like the most about you is how in tune you are with your feelings. You're very hardworking, yes, career oriented, definitely, but that doesn't mean you're hard-hearted, you know. You're deep down, you're a very emotional person, and they like that. You're also very intuitive. Like, you intuitively get to know your boyfriend's or your girlfriend's needs. Like, you might intuitively get to know that they're missing something that their mom used to make, and you just go out, buy that thing and cook it for them. And they're like, what? I was just thinking about it. How did you know? And you're like, because. So yeah. Fearless, emotional, intuitive. These are the qualities that your person really admires in you. I mean, barking at the moon. Also, the moon is associated with the mother. So you might also have very motherly tendencies. And when I say motherly tendencies, I mean, you know how moms are always taking care of all of our needs, even the tiniest ones. So you might be like that. You might be taking care of your boyfriends or your girlfriends tiniest of needs, even the ones that they themselves don't know about, but you know, and you provide for them that way, and they really admire and appreciate and love it. Love it. All right, let's see. Now, what do you like the most about them? So, what do you like the most about them? For that, we have the Nine of Swords. Now, again, before you guys freak out, what I pick up from the Nine of Swords is telling me what you like the most about them is the fact that this person is very honest. And I'll tell you why. They're honest enough to realize and admit their mistakes. Like, every time you guys might have an argument, and if they're the one who's at fault, I don't think this person will have absolutely any pride, shame, or guilt in admitting that. Yeah, and you would really appreciate this about them. In fact, there aren't a lot of people like that who are who don't hesitate to say sorry. Most of the people, they find it very difficult to say sorry, believe it or not. It's not really easy for some people, but that is not the case with this person. This person will have full realization of and when they fuck up. And when they do, and if they do, they will they will take responsibility for their actions. Yeah, okay, so this is what I did. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. They're not the kind of person who will just sweep it under the rug. And you would grow to really love this quality of theirs, that they have the basic courtesy to accept their mistake and apologize. And that is why you really like this in them. Alright, so let's see now. What do their friends and family think of you, the viewer? So we have the King of Cups. So their friends and family see you as a very sweet, loving, caring person who loves their friend or son or daughter or sister or brother, whoever, a lot. And they're his or her friends or family, so they obviously care about them a lot. And to see that they are with someone who also loves them and cares for them in a similar manner is something that their friends and family would really appreciate. They would really like how you love their person so much and care for them, and just in general how you're such a loving and sweet and kind-natured person. They will feel like you will fit right into the family, and they will really like that. They might often come to you for you might just gradually become the agony aunt of their friend circle or their family, with the cousins or the siblings or whomever. Yeah, I'm getting that. Because you're so in tune with your feelings and you have them in control and you're very balanced in that aspect, such people tend to be great advisors. They may create agony aunts, which is why I'm saying you might just in time grow to become the agony aunt of his or her friend circle or family. But you'll fit right in, and they just love how much you love their person, to put it simply. And although I don't really like to talk about signs, but you might be a water sign. Okay, so let's see, what do your friends and family think about them? And we have for that the Strength card. The Strength card. So, what do your friends and family think about them? Your friends and family think that they are your rock. They support you a lot in all your endeavors, all your dreams, and your friends and family really appreciate it. They really appreciate how this person is always by your side, always encouraging you, motivating you, reminding you that there is nothing that you cannot achieve. Your biggest pillar of support. The person who gives you strength. And for that person to have for you to have finally found such a person, your friends and family will love them for this, for being so supportive of you. They're very, very supportive of you. They're always there by your side, through thick and thin. This person's there always for you, your boyfriend or girlfriend. And your friends and family, they really, they find this very, very, very commendable. Alright, now let's see. What would you want them to work on? Like some characteristic of theirs which you wish they would tweak just a little bit, or if they could change it. So what would that be? So for that we have the Four of Pentacles. So this person, although is very generous while helping others, and I can also see financially, but when it comes to spending on themselves, they might not be that great at it. I mean, in fact, maybe they're complete misers when it comes to spending money on themselves. And you might not like that, because I mean, if they're doing well and if they're helping others, there is absolutely no issue in splurging on yourself every once in a while. But this person does not like do that, and you might encourage them to. You might teach them, tell them, make them realize that helping others is great, yeah, sure, but treating yourself isn't that bad either. You don't have to do it all the time, but once in a while, splurging the money that you make on yourself, I don't see how that's that bad, and you don't see how that's bad either. But for whatever reason, this person isn't very fond of the idea, and you will help them open up to that idea a little bit. Okay, now let's see. Wait. No, whatever I just said holds true, but I also think this person is very possessive of you. Like, not overly possessive, but yeah, maybe you will enjoy how possessive they are of you. Yeah, that just struck out me. Alright, now what would they want you to work on? So for that, we have the Devil card. So what the Devil card tells me is that there might be some habit of yours which they might not be a huge fan of. And because it's the Devil card, I am guessing it has, in all probability, got something to do with alcohol or drugs. Maybe not hard drugs, but it's just something, some habit of yours. It might not necessarily even have to be something really dark. It might be something very trivial, but it definitely is some very old habit of yours which they don't like. Now, please let me know down in the comments below if you feel like sharing. Which habit of yours is it which you think might create a problem in your future relationship? And that is the habit that they would like you to let go of and shackle yourself from it, change. And if you would need any help with it, they're ready to help you. And if you're, like I said, let me know down in the comments if you're aware of any such habit of yours, like, that this is a thing that I do which might create a problem in the future. So that is good. That is step one. You already are aware of what it is, and there's someone who's ready to help you out with it, and I think that's great. And then finally, we have a card for what will your overall relationship be like. And for that, we have the Fool. So what this tells me is that there will always be a lot of freshness, a lot of newness in your relationship. Your relationship will never go stale. There will always be a lot of spontaneity in your relationship. You guys just might wake up one day and be like, oh, come on, let's go hiking, let's take a road trip, let's go here, let's go there. Doing things together on an impulse, surprising each other in new ways, new tricks in the bed, yeah. But basically, your relationship will always remain very new. Even the way you guys act around each other, it might like how usually the honeymoon phase of a relationship phases out eventually, but I see in your case it won't. Your entire relationship will feel like a prolonged honeymoon phase, and others might envy it, but you guys, I mean, who cares? Like, don't give a fuck. So that's amazing. That's all I have for you, group number 2. Please let me know down in the comments how you like this reading, suggestions for further readings. If you would like to book a person reading, you can find the link in the description box. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next time. Also, please do subscribe to my channel. It will really help me grow. Bye. Hey everyone who picked group number 3, this pink tassel. Let us see what will your next relationship be like. Alright, so I'm going to start with where will you both meet? So for that we have the 7 of Pentacles. You both might meet at a workplace. Maybe you work for them, they work for you, a work setting. You don't necessarily have to work at each other. It might just be, some conference where different companies are participating, something of that sort. And what I'm also getting from this is that they might enter your life at a time where you have lost all hope of ever finding love. Because this person looks very... Come on. Yeah. So this person looks very gloomy to me. Which is why I'm saying that they might come in your life at a time where you have, for whatever reason, for whatever might have happened in your past. I don't know about your past. But yeah, they might have come... They might enter your life at a time where you are dejected and have just lost all hope, given up on the idea of love, and that is when this person will make a grand entry into your life, and you'll be like, what? Just when I gave up, just when I thought that this was all over, just then is when this person will enter. Straight out of a movie. Okay, so let's see what will be your first impression of them. So for that we have the Page of Pentacles. So your first impression of them will be that they're a very naive, innocent, dreamy person who's just started out perhaps doing something of their own, like a small business venture, like they've just started with some seed fund, something along those lines. But whatever it is, this person, they would come across as very hopeful, stars in their eyes, just very dreamy, and you would really appreciate that. I mean, you would be drawn to their optimistic and just high-spirited and hopeful aura that they will be exuding. Yeah. Okay, now let's see what will be their first impression of you. So for that we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so you're quite the taskmaster, aren't you? At least that is what they'll think when they see you or meet you for the first time. They will see you as a very competent, busy, multitasking person who's got quite a lot on their sleeves, got a lot going on for them, but just busy. You'll come across as someone who has a lot of things to look after, a lot of priorities. You might not be from the same city as them or the same area as them, and one or both of you might have traveled to this place where you meet, or like if it is not a place, like I said, it might be a workplace, but if it is not a workplace where you're meeting, and if it is the second thing that I said, that they will enter your life at a time when you've lost all faith and hope, then it might be a situation where you have probably moved to some other place, or someone from some other place comes to your area, and that is when you both meet. Okay, so let us see that once you both get into a relationship and have spent some time with each other, what will then be their thoughts about you? Sorry, what will your thoughts be about them after you've spent some time with them? So we have the Magician. So after you have spent considerable amount of time with them, been in a relationship with them, you will realize just how big of a manifester this person is. You will begin to really appreciate and outright love how this person has the power to make their dreams a reality. Whatever this dream is, doing something of their own, and because it's the Pentacles card, so I'm guessing it's like probably some new company of theirs they're planning to set up. But whatever it is, you will see in time that it's not a joke for them. They take it very seriously, and they know how to utilize their resources, from where to get resources. Basically, anything and everything that this person has to do to make this grow, they are doing that. Because they can, because they're the fucking Magician. And you will be in awe of them because of this quality of theirs, this quality of making their dreams a reality, dreaming and then realizing those dreams. Fantastic. All right, so now let's see that after you guys have spent time, what will they get to know more about you, or their impression of you. So for that we have the Three of Pentacles. So what the Three of Pentacles tells me is that after they've spent some time with you, they will see that you're not just occupied in your own shit. You're not just concerned about your projects, things that you have to do. No. You're the kind of person who has a nature which makes you very well suited for teamwork. And I mean, honestly, I don't like working in teams, because what usually happens in teams is that there's just one person who does all the work and then everyone else simply comes in, takes the credit and leaves. But you're not like that. You're not like the people who walk away. You're the kind of person who does the work. I don't know if I should be happy or sad for you, honestly, but you're the kind of person who basically has zero issues working with other people. You're a people person. You like collaborating with other people, working with other people on things, projects, helping other people out in their need, like if they need an opinion or monetary help, you're there for them. And you, of course, focus on the work at hand, your work purely. But if someone else needs some help with theirs, you don't back down from it. And they really admire this quality of how you're not just, you're not a self-centered person, basically. You're not selfish. You're not self-centered. And this magician, this person, your boyfriend or girlfriend, would really appreciate that about you. That you have what it takes to actually work with other people, help other people. Amazing. You both sound like good people. Alright, now let's see. What do they like the most about you? So, what do they like the most about you? We have the Queen of Cups. So you might be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They absolutely love how emotionally balanced, caring, loving you are towards other people. You have love for everyone, no judgment, and they love that about you. Despite having been through shit, which I am picking up for some of you, you did not have any bitterness in your heart. You might have given up on the idea of love at a point, sure, but your heart still beat. Look at that, I salvaged it. Anyway, you're very caring and loving towards the people in your life, even strangers, like if they need help or anything. And just to have found a woman or a man like you who is so loving and caring and selfless, they feel like they've already won the lottery. Okay, so now let's see, what do you love the most about them? And we have for that the Hanged Man. Now what the Hanged Man tells me is that what you love the most about this person is their ability to take time out from just how fast-paced life can be at times, and we just get so involved in it that we forget to take time out for ourselves, be in the moment, live in the moment, relax, rejuvenate. Not a lot of people can do that, but this person can. Every now and then, they take some time out for themselves, and that is their me time. Now, it can be anything, like after they come back home from work, if you guys are living together, they come back home from work and they take 45 minutes or 1 hour, they lock themselves up in a room or just some quiet place somewhere, and they meditate or they read or they exercise, or they play their favorite instrument, or just something by themselves, not touching themselves, but just something that they like, something that helps them to rejuvenate. And you find that quality very admirable. It also tells me that this person doesn't really stress about situations a lot. And that is another quality of theirs that you really love and admire. Like, they don't carry their stress from office to home. And you really appreciate that. No matter how much tension there might be at this person's workplace, when they come home, it is home, and they like to treat it that way. That is the place where they're happy and they relax. There's no tension. Everything's just nice and easy. And actually, yeah, both of you, they sit very well with each other. You're very kind, loving, caring, and this person just, takes time out every now and then for themselves. And it's good. If this person really does take out a me time, I mean, I myself couldn't have been more appreciative of it, because I do that a lot as well, and I think everyone should. It really helps. Okay, so now let's see, what do their friends and family think of you? So what do their friends and family think of you? So for that we have the King of Pentacles. So what their friends and family think of you is that you're a very abundant person. Like, you, with your arrival, a lot of abundance has come in this person's life. You notice how we have gone from the Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So I think you might as well just have been turn out to be in the future this person's Lady Luck. And their friends and family really laud you for that. They might have realized that ever since you have entered this person's life, it has just given them all the more motivation to work on their dreams, work on this project, and grow. And in time, they have been able to do that, and they really appreciate it about you. Time and again, you have provided this person with the motivation needed to do that. And that has got them to wherever they are now. When they had nothing, to a point where they now have everything, you have been with them. And they couldn't have been prouder of you for that. You know how there are a lot of people who are with us in our good times, but not with us in our bad times, or who abandon us during our struggles and then come back to us when we have achieved something. But you are not like that. You have been with this person throughout their journey to getting to this place, and just been there for them. And their friends and family have witnessed it, witnessed how you were with them through this, and they just love you for that. And I mean, why wouldn't they? It's fantastic. So now let's see, what do your friends and family think of them? So for that we have the Tower. Now I'll tell you why that is. You see how you were in this state, where you were hopeless and dejected and were this close to having given up on the idea of love altogether. And then this person entered your life and helped you snap out of that energy and put you back into this energy. And your friends and family have witnessed how the arrival of this person got you feeling from feeling like this to being to now being in this state. And it's all because of them. And I mean, obviously, if someone were to drag my someone I really care about from a very sad, pathetic condition to this nice and happy and warm and just radiating love kind of energy, I would be super thankful to them, as are your friends and family. Okay, now let's see something which you would want them to change or work on. So for that we have the Ten of Wands. So what the Ten of Wands tells me is that this person obviously has some dream or goal that they're working towards fulfilling, and they will in time get there. So although this person takes time out for themselves every now and then, they are also sometimes very hard on themselves, you know, like if in the process they make a mistake, they just you know, they really tend to burden themselves with it a lot more than what is needed. And they might also be the kind of person who feels like the entire household is their responsibility, so they really cannot afford to fuck up. And this is the mentality which you would like them to change. You would want them to know that they are not in this alone, that you're both in this together, and it is the home is a place for the both of you, right? They don't have to do all the work by themselves. They definitely don't have to think that it's all on them, that it is all their responsibility. You are there with them, making an equal contribution, so they don't really need to stress that much. They also might have a tendency to sometimes overburden themselves with work, and you would want them to not do that either. You know, they might be the kind of person who brings work home from office. They might not get started with it immediately, but they do later on, and you would wish that they wouldn't, that they would go easy on themselves a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You would like this person to be slightly more forgiving of themselves and be more easy on themselves. So let's see what it is that this person would want you to work on. So for that we have the Two of Cups. So what the Two of Cups tells me as something that this person would want you to work on is that, now as I can see here, you're the Queen of Cups, so you have a lot of love to give, and the Two of Cups is all about as you can see, there's one person whose hand is extended, the other person is holding it, but one person's hand is extended. So what they would like you to work on is to be judicious about whom to collaborate with, because you clearly love to do that. You like helping people, you have a lot of love to give. Your person would want you to be slightly more careful in whom you invest your time and energy in. Yeah, that's that. They would want you to be more careful with whom you spend or invest your time and energy in, because they would hate to see people using you and then leaving you. They would hate to see that happen, which is why they would want you to be more shrewd in your approach towards this. And finally, the last card that I pulled was, how is this relationship going to be for you? And for that we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And ladies and gentlemen, what that tells me is that whatever past hurt you had, because something tells me you did, whatever it was, with the arrival of this person, with the beginning of this relationship, all that hurt will go completely. this relationship in essence will prove to be extremely, extremely healing for you. So healing, so full of that healing and positive energy that it'll bring you from here to here. And that is outright fantastic. So that is all I have for you, Group 3. Please let me know down in the comments below how you liked it. Future suggestions, do subscribe to my channel. It'll help me grow a lot, and I would really, really, really appreciate it. If you would like to connect with me, you can do that on Instagram. Drop me an email to get a reading from me. Until I see you next time. Bye.